We're making Japanese animation.
Japanese? We're not Japanese.
Oh my god, you racist. It's stylistically Japanese.
Okay, so why is it stylistically Japanese?
Because Japanese animation, by virtue of simple rules which we will discuss intensively, has proven itself capable of conquering worldwide youth culture.
Conquering?
Conquering.
I don't buy it.
Audience participation. Do you love this child enough to give your lives for her? Show of hands, please.
Oh, good Christ in space.
That's it, right there. We will catch their hearts with animation. Naturally, with their hearts, we'll get everything else in the world. The thing is, before we we have to...
Animation get.
Characters are more important than plot, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Whatever happens in the plot is secondary to who's on the cover of New Type this month with the caption, "Fall in love with these cosmic cuties." I don't even watch anime anymore. I just look at the merchandise and I take notes.
We need cosmic cuties then.
Sooner or later, I'm partial to Shami. Let's put her in this anime. But first, the hero. It's easy, right?
Sure, heroes are strong people who make decisive action and...
Whoa there, buddy! That's exactly the kind of thing you don't want to do. Let me tell you something about decisive action. It progresses our plot. If you progress the plot, sooner or later, the series ends. We're out of a cash cow.
So, what's this guy gonna be like if he's not allowed to do anything?
It's easier than you'd think. Our hero must have no qualities, positive or negative. Our hero is completely blank. He's totally zen, which is also Japanese, so people will like him even more.
That's stupid. No one's gonna watch something about a guy who doesn't have a personality.
Your intentions are good, but you're making a grave mistake. Listen closely to what I'm about to tell you, because it's the key to audience sympathy. Let the audience paste their heads onto the hero's body. From here, writing the plot we need is simple. Just make good things happen to the hero. Who doesn't like it when good things happen?
Just any old good thing?
Well, not exactly. It has to be good things on a grand, improbable scale. He has to, say, become the strongest man on Earth, or shack up with some hot girls, or maybe find a 20 on the street.
But 20s are American. This is stylistically Japanese, right?
That's right! My apologies, you caught me. Japanese animation, as a rule, must not contain references to America. It's not the Japanese. They don't mind us too much. It's that references to America simply don't go over well with American anime fans. When we use a common American object, stop and think. What would that object be in Japan?
I think I'll go...
Internets. And because you did, they'll call it an exhaustively detailed replica of modern Japan.
So, our found hero found a 2,000 yen note in the street, right?
That's the spirit! If the hero's life is an unending collection of good things, then one of the good things that happens to the hero is the moe chick.
Moe?
Moe, moe, moe.
What the hell's that?
Moe is secret code for character otaku want to have sex with.
Otaku?
Otaku.
Okay, what the hell's that? Sounds like a car or something. Cars don't have sex.
Dorks like us.
Oh, so why don't they make all this crap in English?
Because it wouldn't be anime enough then.
We better make a lot of money off of this.
Oh, loads. The moe chick is key to us making money. You know, for the merchandising and all that. If you make a character otaku want to have sex with, they're going to keep buying her over and over again so they can put her in their shrines. We're talking in poster form, in resin form, in plush form, in giant hugging pillow form. That's where you get them.
Wait, you own those.
Shut up! Chun-Li is deeply important to video game history.
You worry me.
Mwah!
So anyway, what kind of woman do nutcases like you want?
I told you, this isn't about me.
Keep saying that.
Anyway, my collection is a bad choice for the moe chick. All any of these girls ever do is kick the hell out of each other. Strong women are not moe at all.
So we want a submissive Asian stereotype.
Well, we need more than that. Raise your standards, man. This is a masterpiece. That means it has to do moe like nobody else has ever done moe. We need an uber submissive.
We can't possibly top Japan for submissives. Hey, that one's Norse.
All right. Anyway, everybody knows that Onihon is the nation of the robo-cat girl maid. I hear, in fact, that the Japanese have invented an entire alien race of sex slaves. That's not fiction, people.
Oh, good God. Why do they make all these cartoons for perverts?
That's not important. It's not can we top them. It's we must top them. Our shameless pander will be the shameless pander to beat them all.
Okay, how?
Well, don't think people, for one thing. People are tough to handle. Think objects. Objects are easy to manage and manipulate. Objects and pets are the best basis for a moe chick, and that's why the cat girl is so popular. Listen, you've got to earn your keep in this project somehow. I'm not putting your name in the cheaply drawn ending credits animation for nothing. Run some ideas by me.
Pencil sharpeners.
The symbolism is obvious and appealing, but the risk of mutilation is very, very high. Somebody's gonna sue us.
Paperweights, office supply mood.
Paperweights never did anything but hold a man down. I've always said that, and that's why I'll never use one. Paperweights might make a good moe villain, you know, for those guys who like to get slapped around by their women.
Doormats.
That's a good start. Elaborate with that.
A doormat that turns into a cat girl maid.
That's pretty moe, but we need more moe than that.
Okay, the doormat. It's got a magical curse on it. But he who steps on the doormat frees the doormat. Which means she owes him a life debt. A life debt means that she automatically loves him and is gonna clean his house and cook his meals like his mom or something. Oh, and if she doesn't, she'll melt. Melt. Because of the magic curse. But anyway, it's not like she'll actually do anything like that. She totally loves the hero for real and certainly not any forced circumstances.
Moe! It's brilliant! I don't know how we can make a character who's more dependent.
It's so good to know that I'm good at this anime thing.
You, sir, are the new Tezuka. You did make a little tiny oversight, though.
Oh?
Doormats are simply too Western. Your Western fan base will like it better if we take the same thing and put it in Japan. I think we should call her Tatami-tan. Tan is a very trendy suffix right now.
Tan?
It doesn't matter what it means. Anyway, according to my exhaustive research, a tatami is like a mat, but it's a mat that's in Japan. Get it?
Tatami-tan just rolls off the tongue.
That's right. Our name has so many T sounds. Fanboys worldwide won't be able to resist calling your name on those cold, lonely nights, lying alone in their dark otaku palaces.
They'll have to cover the place in merchandise, right?
Merchandise. Tatami-tan tatami. Tatami-tan dating sim. I mean eroge. And Tatami-tan suggestive poster. I mean wall scroll are the obvious choices, but our real money is in completely irrelevant products like the Tatami-tan dishwasher.
Like Tatami-tan for my dishes.
Tatami-tan shootons.
Like Tatami-tan for my feet.
And of course, Tatami-tan luggage set.
Loaded with my Tatami-tan clothes and traveling supplies, I should hope.
Traveling supplies? You're riding in the Tatami-tan jet. I mean jet-to!
Score! But listen, I read on the internet that a bunch of these guys, well, you know.
Huh?
They like some young.
Too young.
Yeah, too young.
Frankly, I'm ashamed of you. I can't believe you'd even dream of serving such a clearly depraved audience. We don't need that kind of publicity. Tatami-tan Minnie appears in episode 13. She's really older than Tatami-tan, but the 1,000-year magical curse stunted her growth. There, it's done. I hope you're happy, because I feel sick.
But you said we...
A man has to be ruthless to survive. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go throw up. Don't worry, kids. The show will be back in a moment.
キュンキュンキュンキュン私の彼はパイロットキラリ光って急降下ゴッと吹かして急上昇長く大きく飛行機雲で大きなハートが
Well, my digestive tract is clear. So what have we learned?
The fact that Tatami-tan, although she is possibly the greatest anime heroine ever created, isn't good enough to please the needs of otaku society. People of all shapes and sizes of cartoon women, this is why I propose we build a Tatami-tan harem.
Clever move. Every week, we'll survey the otaku nation for their favorite fetishes. And every week, the Tatami-tan harem will receive a brand new member.
So we have like hot glasses wearing teacher Tommy Ton, vaguely bisexual to Tommy Ton, cosplay to Tommy Ton.
And so on. It's kind of a cutie honey thing. Homeless honey was always my favorite. There has to be fighting.
But our show's not an action show. It's a wish fulfillment romantic comedy.
There are no exceptions. The most popular animation is the kind where dudes are fighting, like, all the time. Like, the one guy is all, ha! And the other guy is all like,
Ah!
yeah, like that.
Those aren't dudes.
Not important.
So what are they fighting over?
Not important. What's important is how they fight.
So how do they fight?
Irrelevant. Anime fighting has nothing to do with real life or fighting even. Basically, you can take the same formula and apply it to everything that a person can do.
Like baking?
Sure.
Or jumping rope, or driving cars, or playing trendy video games?
Precisely. According to this fanboy Japanese dictionary, this is what's called, let's see, Bataru.
Bataru. None of these really make any sense ever.
Christ, say it with some enthusiasm.
No, it's stupid. I'm not enthusiastic because I hate it.
Bataru! So these guys' mistake was confining this stuff to a single area. We don't need just baking or just jumping rope or just poking people in the eye. This Bataru should be one of all things.
But people can't play DDR and Yu-Gi-Oh at once.
You're thinking people again. Anime characters will be doing all these things. Hell, they can do more than that at once. Here's my idea. Ninjas, right? Racing in transforming robot cars. The cars will be ninjas too.
Hey man, that's not Diddler or Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm not done! Inside the robocar, they will play a trendy card game, which we will invent, while playing a trendy music game, which we will invent. This is possible through psychic mind powers, an unnaturally fast pinky, and a stylish tattoo, which we will market as a popular brand.
That's a whole lot of crap to invent.
Merchandising is the most important part, don't you remember? Besides, it's not that hard. I'll make up the card game right now. One rule.
What is it?
Dude with the most expensive card wins.
I like how you make them give us money.
As for the music thing, just make sure the singer is a small, high-pitched Japanese girl, and everybody will love it, regardless of quality. Anyway, at the end, they jump out of the car, skateboard up a ramp, and do a slam dunk.
That's American again. I think they should go on a robo-skateboard, you know, like Rush Jet, and then grab the golden pocky stick floating hundreds of feet, meters, above the ground.
You're getting the idea. Okay, we need a guy who, like, Bataru's hardcore all the time. Someone who is always fighting dudes.
Can't the hero do that? Why do we need another guy?
So that the hero can look better than him. This way, it's like the viewer is vicariously the best Batoru guy, even though the viewer could probably never Batoru in real life. This goes for everything the hero does, though. Ordering a pizza, macking on the ladies, brain surgery, you name it.
Even rocking out.
Especially rocking out.
No way, I'm the best at that.
This is the kind of petty squabble we need to put aside for a greater good, especially seeing as nobody in the world can rock out as hard as I can. Listen to my song!
Okay, you're wrong and I'm not gonna listen to it, but you haven't heard my Queen karaoke yet, so that's why.
We need to get back to work.
Yeah, the fighting dude, whatever. He's so hardcore he doesn't even care. The dude will fight you.
This is because he is reckless and he is also hardcore.
I told you he was hardcore.
So he's totally angry all the time because of his suffering.
The angst has actually caused his hair to spike up. That's how much angst he has.
He'd explain this to someone in episode 3, right before he punches them in the face with a ninja move, with the robot.
What a guy! He doesn't even care!
Anyway, he meets the hero and he Batoru's him, and he loses because the hero is the best, even at Bishi glomping.
Bishi glomping?
Bishi is short for Bishonen. Bishonen is fangirl for metrosexual. Glomping is an act of violence that's been mistaken for a valid form of communication by the otaku community at large.
What's that got to do with anything?
The fighting dude is way Bishonen.
But we'll lose the young male power fantasy ninja audience.
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you? It's okay, though. When the fanboy audience latches onto a character, they put him in the closet for you. It doesn't matter how flaming our guy is. The fanboy legion will defend his straightness to the bloody end.
Because of how hardcore he is. He doesn't even care.
Anyway, this is the opposite of what fangirls do with a male character.
If fanboys think a metrosexual is always straight,
Then fangirls do what?
think a metrosexual is always gay?
That's why it works so well. Our bases are covered. Do you see why this character is so popular? Do you understand?
Everyone comes home a winner.
We're crowd pleasers, and that's what we're all about, pleasing crowds. Anyway, to accomplish this lofty goal, we'll make his hair purple and his shirt pink.
Keep it spiky, though, because of the suffering. The pain in his mind has endured caused his hair to grow like that. We can't unspike it.
Our lives are but useless ventures, destined to bring only yet more pain to a world that's seen more than it can bear. And sadness makes him power up
To the max!
Now, be sure you can! That's what we'll call a special move.
Glomp that.
I can't, it burns.
We just now put it together. It's beautiful. Please don't kill it.
We're thinking long term here. Even a cash cow has to run dry sooner or later. Here's the series outline.
Ooh, a timeline. I'm good with charts and graphs. Hey, wait, what's a fan fiction writer?
People who do our job for free.
Nice. Okay, what's this bit about being geniuses? We don't get to be geniuses a little bit earlier? Hell, I thought we were geniuses now.
Well, we are geniuses, but nobody will call us that unless we do something drastic.
We should be taking risks. I thought this was a sure thing.
This is a sure thing. I'm talking about the crazy freak-out ending. It's efficient. There's no way we can actually tie up all the ridiculous plot threads that we and the fanfiction writers will make up.
Tatami Tan won't end up with the man she loves?
Well, we can put in the obvious stuff that people really want to see, before the actual ending, right before the final
I
boss.
hope it's Bubble Man.
Anyway, right before they beat the shadow boss in the finals of the three-pointer, they've needed all matched. Everything goes black and a bunch of weird crap.
Like pictures of boxes.
Sure, whatever comes to mind.
So you're telling me the idea is to confuse people with stuff that doesn't mean anything?
Sure, why not? If we write a normal ending, people will understand it, but then they'll forget about it. Then they won't buy our merchandise anymore.
Ah! Anyway, I think it's an artsy, profound statement of the repressed fanboy id, standing boldly in the face of foreign, big-eyed cartoon characters that does nothing, yet it doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, that's what we want them to say. That's why it's got all that cool stuff that looks deep, like untranslated monologues and subliminal text flashes. We do things this way, they'll be talking about us for years. 'Cause you see, we're going to die one day. You and I were born from animation. We lived, we became legends, we became great, terrible kings. Now in death, we return to whence we came. Asukawa-san, can you hear me? I think I understand now. I only wish I could hear your voice one more time. 3, 2, 1, Hasha! 大空羽ばたか黒なる素晴らしさそんなはジェットスクランダーあなたがいる種類が燃えるマシンガンセットスクランダークロスティトーキングこの広い空を誰のもの君のもの君のもの僕のもの僕のもの皆のものだ平和の色に空飛ぶマシンガンセット
Believe 人は悲しみ重ねて大人になる今寂しさに震えてる愛しい人のその悲しみを胸に抱いたままで Believe 涙を海へ帰れ恋しくて恋しくて募る想い募る想い空風色に染めてく Yes my sweet Yes my sweetest I wanna get back where you are 愛しい人よもう一度 Yes my sweet Yes, my sweetest. I wanna get back where you are. 誰も一人では生きれない。Yes, my sweet. Yes, my sweetest. I wanna get back where you are. 愛しい人よ。 一度 Yes, my sweet, yes, my sweetest I wanna get back where you are 誰も一人では生きてない Yes, my sweet, yes, my sweetest I wanna get back where you are 愛しい人よもう一度 Yes, my sweet, oh yes, my sweetest I wanna get back where you are 誰も一人では生きてない